Welcome to part 12 of the Spongebob Creature from the Krusty Krab Let's Play, and we're going to be continuing on with Spongebob's third stage, and once again we're going to be ending it. And, well, yeah, there's going to be a lot of segments, and the last few on-rail segments are going to be a bit long. But right here we have a section that wasn't in Patrick's level, but for some reason it's in SpongeBob. There are times where the camera is gonna be focus right in front of you, meaning it's gonna be looking behind you. And yeah, there's really no difference. I'm sorry, guys. There's really not much of a difference. I guess I should say that the projectiles that you have to avoid, not to mention all the hazards, they get more difficult to avoid later on, trust me. I think the level segment after this, I get hit a lot because I really don't have much time to really avoid it. Because again, sometimes the pathways where you're avoiding the hazards, they're rather tight. Like, the paths can be tight to avoid oncoming hazards, and it's not, I mean, it hasn't gotten me killed. Although, if you do get hit, you do lose a little bit of your fuel. And yeah, that's pretty much your only what's the word? Punishment if you got hit. Okay, how would Plankton ever get an eye laser? Or if he grew giant? No, it's a dream. I keep doing that. I keep questioning, and I'm not gonna get answers. Let's see. Oh, here's a little plot element that I wanna discuss. Alright, he made that Krabby Patty out of a crumb, right? If he got a dream based around that, why doesn't he just do this in the TV show? Or at least think about it. Because this game is based off the TV show. Yeah, I keep saying it rather awkwardly. This game is based off the TV show, so... Well, then again, and there would really be no point. Alright, so now we have our quote-unquote boss fight. We just have to shoot the targets. It's like the Krabby Patty UFO battle, only the targets that you have to hit are pretty much background elements or objects. You just have to hit these targets. This way the support beams fall, and it'll just do that 2 times, and you have this section. If you're really good, this is a rather short section, and it's kind of, and admittedly, it is rather hilarious. Just see Plankton get owned by a satellite dish. Okay, we have one more target. It's coming up. There we go. However, again, this is a tutorial because there's actually going to be another one of these segments. It's actually going to be the final one, actually. So, can't wait for that. Okay, so now we're heading into this segment, and this is where it starts getting annoying, and with the amount of obstacles that you need to avoid, especially when I was trying to get the sleepy seed that's coming up. Look, the plankton sleepy seed is right there, but in order to get it, I have to go under the bridge. However, there's no way I could get under the bridge because of the camera. So what I had to do is take a hit, and just use the invincibility frames, and then I get the sleepy seed. Cheap design. Not to mention, oh yeah, again, like in that section. And how was I supposed to avoid that in a split second? Seriously. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. If you do run out of fuel, you don't actually have to worry about you don't have to worry about crashing automatically. Instead, you'll just be on a time limit that counts down from 5. If you don't get a balloon during that time, then you will crash. And then, well, the fuel balloons, I swear, they're not as grouped as the earlier, just like the earlier ones. These are rather spread out, or more spread out, I should say. And I don't know, especially the second camera pan level. Also, with these ships, apparently I think apparently this must be the military in SpongeBob's universe. My guess is that, I don't know, however, they're not really attacking plankton. And about as effective as gun. We're almost done with this game, guys. We're really almost done with this game. Okay, what did I hit there? There is clearly no solid object. No solid object. It's never mind. Stupid. It's really stupid hit detection. Or collision detection. Alright, so now we have this one, and this is the last of these kind of segments. In fact, this is gonna be the last of the this is gonna be the last of the the on-rail shooting sections. There's only like 2 of them in the whole game. And you know what? For that matter, the racing gameplay has only been here for 1 chapter so far. So obviously it's gonna be here for the final chapter. Alright. Yeah, we have more obstacles to avoid. Hey, like, he'll throw them more frequently, and you'll have to go to the lower right. Whew. Well, as far as this game's story goes, it's not bad. It's not a bad story. It's not a bad story. It's pretty good for SpongeBob standards. Well, I'm not gonna say that it's a masterpiece, because what do you expect from a SpongeBob game? I mean, whatever. Because we're almost done with this level right here. Alright, so now we're on the final whole segment, and this is gonna be the last of, well, actually no, it's not gonna be the last SpongeBob. Well, then again, if you get all the sleepy seats, then yeah, you can pretty much play as any character in the final story, and not final story, final level. Okay, so now we're on the final segment, and we just gotta shoot the conspicuously he plays these bolts. This way we can just knock him off the tower. However, unlike the targets it's from before, you can't really shoot them all at once, and that's probably because of all the space you're given. And you're not gonna get all your pot shots. You're not gonna get all your pot shots on the bolt at once, and you're gonna have to loop around on at least twice, each on each side. Just to get the whole bolt off. Like right here, I couldn't really get it. I really couldn't get all my pot shots, so I had to go back and get the other two bolts. Remember, just to mash the X button, and because that's the fastest you'll ever get when it comes to firing rate. Well, the firing rate, I should say. I'm failing on my own vocabulary. Alright, so we're almost there. We just gotta take out 2 more bolts, and that's it. Very anticlimactic, I know. Alright, that's it. That's pretty much it for, well, SpongeBob's main levels. And we have this pointless, well, not pointless, but, and this really shows how low SpongeBob's IQ could really be. No, you idiot, you're flying into the hand. Alright, so now we are going to be moving on to Patrick's final little stage, Rooftop Rumble. Well, so, yeah, Patrick. What do you, I wonder why those buttons weren't really shown on the earlier levels. Probably a coding error. Whew. Yep. Patrick is still as stupid as ever. And then suddenly Mermaid Man. We're obviously not on top of Shady Shoals. You know what? I like that bit. After when he's like, help me please. After pleading to Mermaid Man that he needs help, Patrick just comes in and face first onto the building, and I always like to think of it. I always like to think that Mermaid Man just super kicked him onto the building. So yeah, this is Patrick's final stage. This segment is basically a gauntlet, and we're pretty much fighting in Plankton's cousins. And then yes, as I do say, Plankton, and yes, they are Plankton's cousins. Have you ever seen in that one episode of SpongeBob, you know, where Plankton and got his whole family? I hope you guys watched it. Occasionally, I think in between rounds, I kind of easily forgot, but the point is he'll start throwing cars at you. And now, the cars, they're easy to avoid, because, well, they have a drop shadow. Well, I'm just not so sure about the explosion. I don't think you have to worry about the explosion in hurting you, like right here. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But if it does, then it's a pretty small radius, I think. Oof, man, this is And after a few waves, the gas will start rising for whatever reason. Whew, okay, we have a bit more goons to fight. And then he'll start throwing cars at you, even though that tactic didn't work the first 2 times. Oh man, this isn't long and tedious at all. Okay. Oh, cool, it's the end of the video. Alright, so next time, guys. Alright, so this is pretty much it for part 12, guys. Is the next time we meet in part 13, which is gonna be on Monday, we're gonna be doing more of Patrick's stage and hopefully end the game. So on Game Man 5804 and up, and away.